What's up, everybody? Welcome to Counterpoint. I want to touch on the Nolan Wells situation again. And I've seen somewhere, I heard somebody say something, and I agree with it. It's definitely a situation or a case that seems to have more questions than answers. And I like to contemplate things that go on in the world around me, or if I hear about something, I like to think about it. That's why I continue to talk about it. And as I thought about it, myself stepping back and just looking at it, and I thought about it, I came up with some questions that I kind of have the answers to some, but I thought I would throw it out there to social media, to the YouTube family. Let me start like this, because I've seen, I believe on Facebook, a lot of people saying that he was beat up real bad, blah, 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 and that he had been urinated on. So, my first question is, for all of you who believe that he had been peed on, my first question is, not saying it didn't happen, I'm just asking this question. How do you know? We're not even going by official evidence. I'm asking you a common sense question. If a young man or anybody has been urinated on and has been for 2 days consumed in water that has salt in it, I know we all paid attention in school, science, chemistry, biology, what happens with salt, fast moving water, everything else. How do you know he was peed on? Even if it was on his shorts, most of that would wash away in that kind of water condition. Submerged, 2 days, salt. How do y'all know that? I didn't hear any official report that said he was peed. So I want to know common sense, scientifically, if anybody was peed on, put in a body of water that has a certain level of salt content in it. This isn't a pond, okay? This isn't even a lake. This isn't fresh like that. It has salt. 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 Okay? My second question is, somebody answer in the comments for me. Maybe I'm missing something. My second question is, because I heard his mom say they just wanted closure. I heard several people say they just want the truth. So let me ask a question. If you just want the truth of what happened to your son, why wasn't the first phone call made to what we know? Maybe something happened beyond what we know. But publicly, as far as what we know, why wasn't the first call made to a criminal law attorney or an attorney who specializes in criminal law, studying forensics, evidence, things like that? Why wasn't that the first call made? Why? See, we see the circus that Ben Crump and Al Sharpton put them through, and a lot of people now are saying, you know what, the parents are to blame for this, but let's start from the beginning. When did this happen? Now we just want closure. Now we just want the truth. When the situation happened, why wasn't a criminal law attorney chosen? Why? Next question. After it was not chosen, why was a civil rights attorney chosen? Why? Next question. Since a civil rights attorney was chosen, what was done that we don't know publicly, or do we know what was done to show that a civil right had been violated? Because again, just because a white person unalives a black person, or a black person unalives a Mexican person, that doesn't necessarily fall under civil rights. Not civil rights. It's criminal behavior, but not civil rights. Why did we choose a civil rights attorney when we want to get to the bottom of it? So we need people who know how to study evidence, because we need closure. Why? That's my question. At the same time, the sheriff says there was no evidence of foul play, and it had the signs of an accidental drowning. What evidence contradicted what he said? I'm asking why. What? What evidence? No evidence of foul play. We done heard of 2 autopsies. You got some redness on the back of the head and a missing throat, which is standard in that type of situation. To which both of them concluded we can't determine still if any foul play, if at all, took place. So go all the way back to the beginning. What evidence contradicted at that time what the sheriff said? Because as far as I know, now take away all the blah, blah, blah of social media and what we're doing on here and every other platform. Take away all of that. As far as I know, the sheriff made a call and said what he said. 2 autopsies have been performed that pretty much don't disagree with what he said. Why do we have a civil rights attorney when what you really need is a criminal law attorney, or someone who specializes in criminal law? Here's one to a lot of black folk. We talk about if the shoe was on the other foot, and I'm going to agree here on this first part. If it was 3 black boys, or if it was 4 boys that went out, 3 black, 1 white, somehow the white boy did not come back for whatever reason, I think we can agree all hell would have broke loose. I think we can agree to that. Regardless, I think we can agree that the nation's gonna get stirred up. But here's my question. So we took that side of it. So yeah, they would have went crazy. Okay, we got that side. Stick with the same story though. If after they observed the body by the investigation team, 2 autopsies, and determined concerning the 3 black boys and whoever else may be involved, we find nothing that tells us foul play, and everything still looks like accidental drowning. The 3 black boys were the last ones that seen this white guy. And the nation go crazy, and those findings came back. We still don't find no evidence of foul play, and it still points towards accidental drowning. And if the Caucasian community was still in an uproar against those 3 black boys, after hearing people that they chose say, we can't determine that it was malicious, or any wrongdoing, what would we say to them? Pay attention, slow it down. Don't become so blinded by race that you don't follow the evidence. That's why I'm just asking the question. 3 black boys go out with 1 white guy. The white guy don't come back. The nation goes crazy on the black side, of course, and then Caucasians, everybody, we know it's gonna go. We get it. It's gonna get nuts. It's gonna get tight. We already know that. It's gonna get kind of tight. And when they send the body off to high level people, and the answer comes back, we still cannot conclude with any certainty that there was foul play. It still looks to be pretty much the same as what the sheriff said, accidental drowning. You know what the black folks would say? Leave them 3 black boys alone. You heard what the law said. You heard what the man said. You heard what the leader said. But because it's not that way, we want to believe. I'm just asking questions.